The real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Talking to a wise person is better than reading books for a month. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The purpose of our life is to be happy. Humans are born in every home, but humanity is born somewhere. Never answer with your mind to someone who speaks to you from their heart. A person who commands well must have enslaved another person in the past. If you want to be my true friend, love me not my circumstances. Good education comes from home. High schools only provide education. It is better to be a true rude than to be a polite hypocrite. All the confusion in the world can end if the ignorant remains silent and the learning speak the truth. Behind every sweet smile lies a bitter sorrow that no one can see or feel. Action cannot always bring happiness, but without action there is no happiness. Today's good times are tomorrow's sad thoughts. People love success but hate successful people. When the conscience stops blaming, then understand that humanity is over. Anger is something that closes the eyes and opens the mouth. Life is difficult because people don't value the simple things. Those who feel people's pain never become the cause of others' pain. A wise man does not argue with a fool. A person cannot be brave who considers pain as the greatest evil and happiness as the greatest good. He who can be patient can get what he wants. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we are able to see the good in other people. 90% of failures happen to people who have a habit of making excuses. Life without dreams is like a bird with a broken wing that cannot fly. Good things happen to those who never stop believing, trying, learning, and being grateful. When someone's morals are destroyed by the arrival of wealth, understand that the time of their decline has begun. Trust and heartbreak have no sound, but their echoes are heard throughout life. To achieve a high position, you must first give importance to yourself. A soft tone is always stronger than anger and force. Most of the important work in the world has been done by people who try even without hope. The eye sees everything in the world, but when something goes inside the eye, you cannot see it in the same way. A person sees the faults of others, but does not see his own faults. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we are able to see the good in other people. Demanding attention is an insult to self-esteem. Every journey to success begins with a positive thought. Forgive, but don't forget. Otherwise, it will hurt more than before. You can tell a person's character and behavior by their eyes. A sheep may change its appearance, but it never changes its intentions. Never consider yourself so valuable that everyone will throw you out of their hearts, because what is valuable is often abandoned by people. If justice is not done on time, it is not justice. To avoid mistakes and misguidance, it is better to learn from people who are more knowledgeable than you. Even a lie has a taste if you tell it yourself. It tastes sweet, but if someone else tells it, it tastes bitter. You can't find peace by escaping life. We forget the pain, but our eyes never forget the sight. A person's appearance is their first introduction. Their second and true introduction is their words. Make your second introduction so complete that people will forget your first introduction. The worst people in society are those who make noise about the mistakes of the weak and remain criminally silent about the mistakes of the powerful. To have reason and consciousness in an ignorant society is an unforgivable crime. The more aware one is, the more responsible he is. Mental illnesses are more dangerous than physical illnesses. Sometimes you laugh because you have no more room to cry. Those who don't know how to cry with all their heart don't know how to laugh either. The worst situations decide who the best person is. If someone tries to be considered good by everyone, he is the leader of fools. When the rich rob the poor, it is called business, and when the poor protest, it is called rioting. Innocent people always get cheated because they trust the wrong people. Even if the daughter is your enemy's, pray for her good fortune. People are born ignorant, not stupid. They are made stupid through education. Never tell your big dreams to small-minded people. Every person has a veil behind which they live their life. You can never climb the ladder of success with both hands in your pockets. Ignorance is the disease that kills every beautiful thing. What bothers you is what makes you wise. First rule, never waste money. Second rule, don't forget the first rule either. Do just one thing to improve yourself at something. Practice. Never trust a person who has hurt you before. Those who wait get as much as those who try give up. Life is not a game of luck. If you want to win it, work hard. It's better to be yourself than to be like someone else. A dream is not what you see in your sleep, but rather what doesn't let you sleep. If you want happiness in your life, help someone else. I have learned from experience that an impatient person destroys himself. The conscience of a person who pays for his own food is always satisfied. He who is more ashamed of dishonesty and of poverty cannot be easily defeated. Luxury is more dangerous than the enemy. Never expect anyone who speaks ill of others in front of you to praise you in front of others. When death at the hands of the enemy is certain, it is better for the boy to die. Lying destroys all the good things in a person. Talking about your problems in front of people actually makes them worse. Remember, insults are not avenged by fighting, but by being more successful than the person in front of you. Woman and earth never forget their lover who perished before them. The hands that hold you when you are broken are priceless. The more aware one is, the more responsible he is. Only you can change your life. No one else will do it for you. Procrastination makes easy things difficult and hard things harder. No one can love you more than someone who can't complain to you, even when you show your love. Change the way you look at things, and the things you see will change. Tears shed for the suffering of others quickly dry up. Just as the beauty of a person is his mind, the beauty of the mind is beautiful speech. Pay more attention to those who don't clap when you win. Every human being is hidden behind his tongue. If he wants to be understood, let him speak. The most powerful man in the world is the one whom woman trusts completely. Stop worrying about the future. Worrying will not reduce your future problems. If you think something is impossible, you are the one making it impossible. No act of kindness, no matter how small, goes to waste. The real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Mostly the world sees you the way you see yourself. A person who removes love and tenderness from life can never find peace. If you don't like the road you're walking on, start paving another one. Trees that are slow to grow bear the best fruit. If someone hurts you, it's better to ignore them. It saves you time and energy. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Happiness comes not by chance, but by choice. The best way to get revenge on people who hurt you is to silently remove them from your life. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be its prisoners. You can't find peace by selling out of life. To live it myself,